The following is a presentation of the Midwest Motorsports broadcast team, consisting of Midwest Motorsports Mr. Everything, Josh Watt, broadcast producer and race control. On the comms and cams for the oval side, it's the man with the golden microphone, Michael Harris Jr.
We're here. We're all here ready to go. Pace car is in. Green flag waves from the stand.
And for the road side, it's me and Adam.
I am Adam Sondag. You're stuck with me.
And I'm James J., the voice of Midwest Motorsports, where signups are always open and always free. Friday nights are for the Truck Series, Sunday nights for the Stock Car Series, and Tuesday nights, the Road Series takes the track. Don't forget to like the video on the way in. Go to midwest-motorsports.com today. Okay, DW, take it away.
Let's go racing, boys!
And I approve of this message.
Why is Claire trying to call me? She knows that I'm busy.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The race starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, and welcome to the Midwest Motorsports Road Series. This is race 1 of 12 in our season. So we are getting everything started at Road Atlanta, the 2.54 mile track located just north of Atlanta, Brazelton, Georgia. I'm joined by Adam Sondag. Thanks for joining me, Adam. Let's get ready for a new season. A little bit of a light crowd tonight, but what do you think we're going to see?
I mean, I think more of the same. This is the second season in this car, so people will be more familiar. It does seem to still be pretty bouncy as far as the suspension and the handling goes. So we'll see how people cope with that, but there's a lot more knowledge about how that's working. So that hopefully will be better for people, but this track might be a little bit warmer than people practiced, so we'll see how that works out. But at the top of the hill, we've always seen chaos going down through the S's. overtaking opportunities going into 10A, 10B. We'll have to see who can put together a clean race and stay out of trouble.
That's right. Well, we have a little bit of a light crowd tonight. 11 pros and 9 AMs have joined us. There are 2 drop races, so the people that missed out, it's not too late to come back and still have a chance. So we hope you'll join us. Congratulations to Michael Odell and Francis Faustino on the front row. Michael Odell, last season's champion. No, he's not. Sorry. Michael Odell, now a semi-pro, I guess we should call it, with his MX5 Cup season in real life starting. Congratulations to Francis Faustino, Jason Wahlberg, CJ Barzak, row 2, Christopher Rowe, Jack Lucas, row 3. On the AM side, we got Ron Kabiltis and Taylor Montague on the front row. Then Aaron Mitchell, Justin Shoup, and the rest of the guys. We are going green flag.
It's time!
3 wide into turn 1. Michael Odell gets the inside of Francis Faustino, who's going to have the inside of turn 2, but Michael Odell still with the inside of turn 3. And great job with car control, knowing that it's early in the race. Looks like Jason Wahlberg sneaks up in between them. Jason Wahlberg is last season's champion. The goose is loose, Adam, as they go up the hill, turn 5, and a short shoot down to turn 6.
Yeah, Jason Wahlberg in the Untitled Goose car. Francis getting, oh wow, now he's almost getting put, what, 3 wide? CJ Barside.
The 25 car, that's CJ.
Yeah, little wiggle there as Jason tries to put the power down on the curbing.
And look at Jack Lucas giving CJ a bump draft into Francis Faustino. Let's see if that works.
Do you think
This is Porsche Cup racing. The cars are absolutely equal. No setup changes, only to your steering ratio.
That goes for both classes.
Right, for both classes. Jack Lucas crests the hill at turn 11. Really tight into turn 12 with the dirty air. And here we go. Michael Odell already out to a 2.2 second lead. So Francis Faustino leads the best of the rest up the hill through turn 2 into turn 3. Michael Odell, he gone. I don't think
Michael has raced Spec Ford series here at Road America, so he has on-track experience with this course.
I was on there. I met him that day in person and gave him a high five and gave his family hugs for keeping him motivated to do it. So yes, he knows this track very well.
I know Francis has been to Road America at least.
Road Atlanta. And
yeah, sorry, I'm thinking this weekend
is
IndyCar at Road America.
Yeah.
I unfortunately am not able to go this weekend, so I'm hurting.
Side by side with Christopher Rowe. I'm sorry you're not going to be able to go to it's the beer and the corn dogs you like, or what's there's something special that they have that nobody else does.
Yeah, Road America, they got rid of all the New Glarus beers, so that's less fun, but the sausages, the cheese curds, and the funnel cake fries are wonderful.
Nice.
Yeah.
Don't forget, we have the 2 other series in the league, Midwest Motorsports. Midwest-motorsports.com is where you can find us. Stock cars on Sunday, trucks on Friday. So Midwest-motorsports.com if you want to scratch that oval itch and get on the oval courses. There are usually a couple of road courses on the track, as we see Christopher Rowe and Kyle Ryan jumping over the curbing on turn 5. Not sure what the track limits are or what it takes to get a slowdown, but they were pushing the limits. That Justin Shoup that we're watching in the orange, number 72.
Yeah, Chase is right. I am thinking about sitting in the shade at Canada Corner, having myself a couple beers. But I'm pretty much always thinking about that.
'16's Taylor Montague. That's the other goose, the Am goose, the goose Am. I don't know. We got to come up with the name. Taylor
Goose and
Montague is
gander.
got a great digger cam from turn 12. What was that you said, Adam? Sorry, I missed it.
The goose and the gander.
The
Something.
goose and
you
the
know?
gander. Yeah.
It looks
He's
like
in a
he's
real-
having a nice run. He's leading the AM division in 8th place overall, so that's a pretty good position, at least on the start. Ron
Lot of
sticking with
understeer
the.
through turn 4.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm not sure. No, you're okay. I'm not sure what we'll see with the tire strategies here.
And it's
Oh no, it's like
really
Ian
deceiving
Bacaitis
tire strategy.
already has had an issue. He's in the pits, so I'm not sure what happened to him. Oh, just
Woo!
too much.
He's sideways.
Oh no, too much
Break out
curb.
the
Frunk.
Advil.
Yeah, Frunk right into the wall. Meatball all day long. So he's gonna park right there and get a.
That'll do it.
So that's a
Plateau.
frustrating start. The curbs they unsettle this car pretty significantly. You don't want to hit them too hard, and you definitely don't want to step the rear end around to where you're gonna lose that grip with the front. The big change this season, mentioning tire strategy, is that this series now goes by the IMSA regulations where the fueling and the tire changing are eligible at the same time. So there's not a penalty for tire change delays as there were last year. It was take a fuel fill and then tires would change. So that could be an extra 20, 30 seconds if you changed all of your tires, and that really is a big difference on the track. So this year we might see a lot more tire strategy.
Saw a lot of strategy last season. All about seeing some more. I'm going to change this.
Too wide through 10A and 10B. It's going to put CJ up into 4th, so now he's now the lead.
It's really hard to lift in turn 12. So I feel bad for Ian Bacaitis. I don't blame him for not lifting. Which is what it would take to not have that accident he went through. But look at this train we've got with CJ Barzak leading a train of
He's starting to.
Francis Faustino, Jason Wahlberg. So CJ moving up a position in front of Francis. +3 for Jack Lucas. We know Jack Lucas is right there with Jason Wahlberg. Is now Kyle Ryan looking to go 3 wide. Jason
Kyle's
Wahlberg and Christopher Rowe. Look at that. Kyle Ryan poked his head in there.
He's got something of an Evel Knievel America 250 look now on the car this season, at least to start. Jump on board here with Kyle.
Sorry, Adam, I'm going dark here for a second.
No worries. And definitely be dangerous to be going too wide through 12 there. Have to be mindful if you're offline of lifting or dragging the brake, doing something to change the way that you would enter that turn normally. Ian Bacaitis has finished his meatballs. It's back on track. Kevin Mayer back with us. That car's bouncing. Again, the issue that this car has over the curbs or over any type of bump is that you get a lot of skip as the tire tries to get traction back. So it's not necessarily even just that the suspension, it's the car's ability to sort of gather back in that grip once it's lost it. So the trick seems to be to steer into where you're bouncing to try to get rid of that slip angle that you're exceeding the limit of grip on, and try to get the tire back to rolling and get that grip back. So we saw people start to figure out how to do that last season in this car. It's different than a lot of the other cars in the service.
Turn my mic off, otherwise.
So is he just have giving color?
Hope to have you back soon, Chris. Ron Cabilti is swapping places with Taylor. Now Steve Hansel is taking advantage of their battle to try to work his way through. Taylor Montague is going to put him too wide, or he's going to try to at least. Everybody's going to make it through clean. David Stark back there, following along. So this is good positioning for Taylor and Ron. They're running up with the tail of the Pro Pack. David's going to have to get around them in order to chase up and get back up in that battle. Further up the road, Francis is trying to reel back in CJ. Somehow. Oh no, a meatball for Ben Matson, so he'll be in the pits getting repairs. You can see his car up getting repaired right there. Somehow Jason Wahlberg dropped back. See if I can find what happened there. Here was the pass from Jack Lucas, or so it says. Not sure what happened there. Either way, Jason was running second. CJ got around him. Jack got around him.
Got me, Adam?
I do have you.
All right. Hopefully I didn't interrupt you with too much other nonsense, but look at Francis Faustino.
Yeah, Francis has been hounding. Not sure why the timing is having issues, but currently Francis is chasing CJ.
Yeah, that's CJ. Not Jason. It's okay.
Yeah, Jason's back in fifth currently, so having some sort of issue with the live timing, but right now,
Look at Francis hanging on to it. What a great move. Good to see Francis having a good run, starting the season off well. Top 3, I'm sure he'd be happy with. 64, what's up with that? Is it something special about that number in Jack Lucas?
64 is the placeholder number in the iRacing service. Jack Lucas has bravely taken the number that the system has given him. Drivers have the ability to pick their number, and Jack picked the placeholder number. So it's a little. What would you say that's an Easter egg maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just but it's not like our dear friend Ben Wall, who's taken the 6.7 for his car. So David Stark has made it around Ron. Ron is now in the front because Taylor Montague is in the pit. No, not in the pits. Taylor Montague has a slowdown currently, though.
Oh. He had a bad run out of turn 5.
Taylor Montague did pit.
We're working on it. Oh, he's got a problem. Is maybe injured? Is the steering off? Maybe if you go in car?
Oh, no. Taylor Montague took a speeding in the pits penalty, so I'm not sure if something is wrong with the car other than the fact that he'll be coming in to serve a black flag after he gets through these next couple turns.
Those are the pro leaders.
It seems like it shouldn't be, but serving a penalty, even in the game, in the racing service, it's embarrassing to be called to the principal's office.
We'll see more of that. Yeah, you can see everybody's having understeer, even Michael Odell coming out of turn 4. I'm not surprised he handles it so well, as he's extended his lead over 5.3 seconds to Jack Lucas, but we know CJ Barzak's in second. So anyway, Michael Odell's got a huge lead. And that drop off at turn 4, the elevation just drops away. It falls away. If you see it in real person, you'll know. I would not want to try to walk up backwards to the back.
So I believe our timing is correct now, so thank you to broadcast and race director Josh Watt for handling the gremlins in the system.
All right. Ron Kubilta is leading the AM division right now. Looks like 1.7 seconds in front of Justin Shoup.
Ron's always had the speed. It's been about staying out of trouble for Ron.
But he's having a good run. Hopefully the Queen's join us on stream.
Yeah, he has some breathing room now, especially after Taylor took that drive-through penalty. But right now he's chasing David Stark, who is a pretty fast customer.
Oh, good catch. He went through the gravel trap. That was a snap oversteer. I don't know if there was too much curb there or what, but.
Well, his gap to Justin Shoup is now gone.
Exactly. He's got Justin Shoup hunting him down. Target just got a lot closer. Now, even in the slipstream, if he can get a good run down this long back straightaway over 3/4 of a mile through the rolling hills of Road Atlanta. Love this track. A couple seasons ago, we did the short version. It just wasn't quite the same. to go past the black flag stand into turn 10. And Justin Shoup hunts down Ron Kubiltis. Neither one of them have pitted yet, so we haven't gone through the pit cycles. The pit window is probably about to open, we think, 20 minutes in. You can go about 40 minutes on a tank last year. Let's see if this changes anything with season 12. All the iRacing updates.
I don't think anything changed. I don't know how Ben Matson got over there. Might have a computer issue or something. I don't think anything changed with how the fuel fill worked. One thing that drivers did figure out is that even if you did have an issue early in the race, you could get fuel filled to the end of the race.
Right. You could fill the whole tank up, not just whatever the starting load was.
Right. Drivers
Is that the same for this season?
did not start or do not start with a full tank.
Ben Wall chasing down Troy Nissen here. Troy Nissen in front, the blue Wii, number 3, is Ben Wall in the Supreme, number 67.
6-7.
Comes through.
This will be the only race unless Ben does something crazy that I'll do a 6-7.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Ben, if you want
Over
us to
that.
do it, you're gonna have to make some magic happen.
I do like the Supreme paint though. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's nice.
We got around Troy Nissen though, so move Ben Wall up to P4. Troy Nissen down a spot where he started, qualified 5th. Back up
Justin
front,
still within
Ron-
a second of
Yeah,
Ron.
that's where Ron lost it last time. A little snap over. I'm not sure if he got a strike for that incident. Track limits. Was it 15 incident points?
Correct.
You get a drive through.
And they
So
come
don't let
quick,
those add up. Yeah, they do.
because once you get one, the second one is not far away.
It's funny though. I can't tell you how many times Michael Odell finished on 14 last season. Multiple races.
Yeah, I mean it's something that they were talking about during the 24 hours of Le Mans, where a team entered under a specific, each individual car has so many off tracks before they get penalized as an entire team. So there's a strategic plan to sort of say, when it's getting down to Kamui Kobayashi time, where you want to put down your fastest laps and try to make the magic happen, some of those off tracks are worth taking because you have a few of them to use before you get penalized for it. And so it's part of the strategic plan to say, you know what, I can take this penalty at this point and be fine with it.
I'm not sure if you're a big F1 fan, but if you saw the Barcelona race, Kimi Antonelli burned through his 3 pretty quick, and there were talks about him getting a protest from another team about going outside track limits more than 3 times in that race. A couple different corners.
and
So
the
using
motocross
yeah.
450 event,
Yes.
Hayden
Hayden.
Deegan went outside the marked area 7 times and was penalized 7 positions, 1 for each time that he cut the course. So that's pretty
Harsh.
stiff. The motocross penalties seem to be more stiff than anything else. His defense was that it wasn't marked. He was just but he was clearly driving over the markers. So I'm not sure what he thought was going on, but that's why he's 20 years old.
Yeah. Again, using all of the track are the keys to a slow lap or a faster lap time, as Jason Wahlberg is caught back up to Francis Faustino. Last year's champion is on the hunt. Francis qualified 2nd. Again, no pit stops yet. A lot of strategy left in this 1 hour long race, 35 minutes to go.
Yeah, shout out. Also want to give a shout out to race director Josh Watt for keeping the field packed up for the race start. The Mid-Ohio race that race leader Michael Odell was in, the back half of that field was not grouped up when when the green flag dropped. And I was thinking to myself, laughing about how much race director Josh Watt would be yelling at that entire field to group up.
I thought they were going to wave off the green flag. That's how big the gap was. I agree, Adam. SCCA is a little bit different, I guess, than Super Pros.
Yeah. Might be some considerations with the timing of the series and the events, you know, with the larger races and things like that needing to get in, but
Do have some AM Division pit stops going on. Aaron Mitchell, Troy Nissen, and Benjamin Madden. Oh, Ben Madden's been
like
in the
Ben's,
pits for a while.
yeah, he might be getting some repairs.
He must have hit that turn one outside wall pretty hard. Still be in the pits. Almost 3 minutes for Madden. First time I recognize that name, though. Welcome to the Midwest Motorsports Club, Ben. As you're looking now at your leader from the inside, looking back. Smooth hands, going into turn 6. And turn 7, so important to get this corner right.
Drivers are going to have to practice their pit entries. Troy Nissen now has a black flag drive-through for speeding in pit lane. So make sure you use that pit limiter.
Seems like when you come down the hill and cross the line, you can't be going much faster than the speed limit, but computer doesn't lie. So when does your leader come into pit? Right now. Here we go. Perfect example. Oh, there's the pit lane speeding line commitment cone. So it is easier than I thought.
Jack Lucas also coming with CJ.
CJ follows them into the pits.
Jason Francis as well. Christopher Rowe staying out. He's going to make hay.
Overcut. Let's see how many positions he gains. He was behind Francis, right? So it was like 7th. Ryan's in it. All the pros are coming in. Good to see Steve Hansel. Shout out to Steve Hansel. Longtime Midwest Motorsports, one of the founders, I believe, is definitely an admin. Working hard behind the scenes. Some of the things that we see on the website or on registration, Steve Hansel is a big part of our code programmer group, and really appreciate Steve's hard work behind the scenes. New website coming soon. You heard it here first.
Whoa.
Working on it.
New links,
there's an idea of the elevation change.
If you like links, there's a link coming.
That's right.
Where can they find the website?
Right now, it's midwest-motorsports.com. I think mms-iracing.com. I'll confirm that. But I think it's a live website now. That's where you find the points.
So now Christopher Rowe is in.
1 lap overcut.
Michael Odell just coming through 10A and 10B.
We'll see if Christopher Rowe is in front of that Francis Faustino Kyle Ryan group when he comes out. There's your leader. There's the battle to second place. 3.3 seconds.
That's Troy Nissen there behind.
Yeah. Your AM division, 6th place currently.
So he's coming out,
Jason
and here's
Wahlberg.
Jason
He's
Wahlberg
gonna-
right there.
It is. Well, the race out of pit lane. Cold tires. Numateche Friedi. Side by side through the S's. You don't see that often. Christopher Rowe on the hunt. That's what one lap overcut does in clean traffic. Set your own pace. Maybe you got a slipstream on the back straight. I'm not sure, but he's much closer to Jason Wahlberg. Great attempt there at an overcut.
Jason and Christopher Rowe both had about a second less time, so almost a second and a quarter on pit lane than all of the 3 cars in front of them. But they're still looking up the road.
I wonder if they short fill.
Oh, no.
Somebody got intimidated with
Michael
the leader
Harris.
coming up on him. Michael Harris again.
No, Michael
And
Harris
it's
is
the
fine.
second long pit stop. He might be out of fast repairs.
Oh, that might have been Kevin Mayer. Yeah, there's Kevin.
Okay, Kevin Mayer. You got it going. Grab a gear and go. Here's the replay.
Here.
Oh,
Not sure.
lift off oversteer.
Yeah. Might have been doing a little rear window watching. It's hard not to do. When you've got the race leader coming by, you definitely want to avoid any hindrance of their race.
The way that snapped, these Porsches with the engine right over the rear axle, all of the weight on the rear axle, but way behind the center of rotation.
He also
Doesn't take
got on
much
the curb.
swing like a pendulum. And on the curb didn't help too.
He got the rear on the curb, so that might have just been enough to unload the rear grip. But the car is fine, so that's good news.
That's how fine along the line these guys are pushing every single lap. It doesn't take much to lose these cars, which is why the drivers like them so much. They want to test their skills. We'll continue to watch this Jason Wahlberg, Christopher Rowe battle. I don't think we've seen the end of that.
That's within almost 2 seconds right now. The field spreading out after the pit cycle. Everyone has completed their pit service. Laps from here on out will be, or should be, for incidents and issues.
Hopefully not too many of those.
Hopefully not, but
27 minutes left. We're just past the halfway mark. Hard to believe. If you've never been to Road Atlanta, I highly suggested Petit Le Mans, usually end of September, October. The biggest IMSA event, 1,000 kilometers. No longer 10 hours. They've made that pretty clear. No bad place to watch. The wild card. I have to ask Michael Odell about the wild card.
Jason Wahlberg coming up on
Boy.
Troy Nissen.
Roy's pretty fast. He may hold up Jason Wahlberg some, but not too much. Jason's going to have to work to get around him unless Troy's feeling generous, which might be an opportunity for Christopher Rowe as Jason Wahlberg really fighting that. Oh, he gives it up. If he also lets Chris by. Yeah. Nope. Not close enough. Jason Wahlberg stands his gap on Christopher Rowe. Francis Faustino down to 6th. There's Troy giving it up to Christopher Rowe. Anybody else chatting on YouTube there, Adam? I don't have it pulled up right now.
Not that I've seen.
Thanks to everybody for tuning in. If you're listening back after the fact, don't forget to give us a like on the way in. Great way to show a little love to all the people that put this broadcast together. Takes a team. There's Francis. Doesn't look like he's making much time up on Christopher Rowe as he's 2 seconds back. We'll check back in with him later. This is my favorite digger cam.
Taylor
Roger
Montague
built
has
this.
another meatball.
Who's that?
Taylor Montague has a meatball.
Ooh,
So
wonder what
repairs
he
to
hit.
that car. So unfortunate turn for him. He was leading the race and fighting for the race, and can't keep the car off pit lane. So it's a frustrating way to start the season, but it's a long season.
And we got a couple drops. Who is Kubiltz's catching up to? Pink car. Is that Michael Harris?
That, I believe,
Number
is
6. Yeah. The man with the golden microphone, Michael Harris Jr. He's our broadcaster for the Oval Series.
Does he have some sort of an anime car?
I hope not.
Oh, he does. So I'm not sure.
And nothing wrong with anime if that's your thing.
Been a while since we've had top 10 chalky milks.
I'm not sad about it. That's okay. Michael Odell putting on a clinic, leading from the poles, led every lap. If you want to learn how to drive Road Atlanta, look for Michael Odell. Give you some tips, and he's always open. One of the nicest guys I've met. Always open and helpful to point you in the right direction. Give you some driver coaching tips if you want. Michael actually told me that it helps him to coach other drivers, get other drivers' opinions as well.
Yeah, it's a good thought. It's a good process.
Nice.
Sort of think through how you would explain something because it requires you to analyze it in a different way than you normally would.
Coming up on 20 minutes to go. Francis Faustino's lost a couple positions. Consistency is something he admits he's working on.
He's on the
race
pit lane a
battles.
little bit longer than everybody else, but maybe by about a second or so.
Adam, you do more sim racing than I do. Tell me about the difference in qualifying where you can really push on a fresh set of tires that you just warmed up versus doing consistent laps over X number of over 20-minute run or a 40-minute run.
Yeah, I mean during your hot lap, you're not worried about burning your tires up. You're not worried about consuming all of your fuel. You're just trying to go and make the time. Now you do have to put more effort into warming your tires up after the past handful of iRacing updates. The tire model does require you to put a little more energy in to actually warm the tires up so that you can get that optimal grip, which is great and nice. But during these runs, you're not going to stop a second time. So especially if drivers are not taking tires, and even if they are, you want to make sure you still have those fronts and you're not sliding them around every time you go through these turns. You might also need to do a little bit of lifting and coasting if you are close on fuel, depending on when you stopped. If you stopped pretty early, you might be closer to having an issue, but there are a lot of different ways to approach things. But for the most part, during an hour-long event, you're not going to be putting in qualifying laps, lap after lap after lap. You're going to be trying to keep some consistency and protect your car. Certainly the slowest way around the track is sitting on pit lane.
Yes, and he's done a great job of that, staying off of pit lane, really pushing the limits on the turn 5 exit. I'm not sure where the track limit is, but a couple of guys have gone pretty far outside the white racing track line at least, but it is the normal racing line to get all 4 wheels on the paint there, unless it's raining. Now, rain is an option for a race this season, so who knows what kind of weather we're going to see this season.
Yeah, I think it's somewhat unlikely, but it's non-zero.
There's one season we had, seemed like every other race was in the wet.
Yeah, I thought the rain made for great racing in the GT4 series. I thought it brought a lot of interest, and it certainly changed the outcomes and circumstances of races significantly. People trying to do things like Michael Odell running in Canada on the dry tires in the rain and spinning out 3 or 4 times, but then making 20 seconds on the field when the track finally dried out each lap.
It paid off.
Changed. So it definitely made for some min-max risk-reward strategies. Just going to see if I could find any info here on the off tracks. Let's see it.
Francis Faustino has caught up to Christopher Rowe. I think that gap is getting smaller, so this could be a battle here down to the wire.
Yeah, 16 minutes is a decent amount of time. Laps are for the pro class are at or just below 120, 1 minute and 20 seconds. 120 to about just under 122 for the AM division. So going to get a handful of laps more here before the end of this race.
Francis Faustino sees it. It's a little squirrely. Christopher Rowe weaving back and forth. Oh, and he lifts. Maybe somebody had a slowdown there. Side by side through turn 6 into turn 7. Side by side. Oh my gosh, it's a drag race. Down the long back straightaway. Looks like Francis Faustino has the gap, but now Christopher Rowe in the slipstream can have the advantage coming into turn 10A. Francis trying to weave and block him off, but Christopher Rowe on his bumper. This is the closest race we've seen today. Francis takes the defensive line. Christopher Rowe is going to try to cross him over, going up 10B and up the hill to the bridge. Oh, can't make it. Good pass by Francis Faustino. Making it happen. I'm not sure if that was a slowdown or not, but it looked like Christopher Rowe lifted. Because now he's still in the slipstream. It's not over yet. Looking inside turn 1. Dangerous place to pass, but I've seen it happen.
Yeah, probably just showing the car there and seeing if Francis might brake late.
Oh, Christopher missed turn 3. Let's Francis get a bigger gap. Here's another big, important corner, turn 5. No curb on the inside, 4 wheels on the curbing on the outside, and off we go to turn 6. But Francis Faustino move him up a spot. B5.
It's not that technical at the top of the hill there before you head down the S's, but it is blind, so you do need to make sure that you set up correctly and enter that in the right line, or you're going to have a little bit of trouble. And we've certainly seen when cars go in there side by side, sketchy things happen.
Two cars go in. Only one car comes out in most circumstances. You go too wide, turn 3.
Yeah, then not always guaranteed that car will come out with 4 tires on the ground. We've seen some incredible wrecks coming down the hill there. A handful of years ago, the Cadillacs racing for the IMSA championship at Petit Le Mans crashed each other coming through this section. For now, Francis has opened up about a 1.5 second gap, so he made the move and got gone. Kyle Ryan's just behind them. About 8 seconds back. This is his first race in the premier Midwest Motorsports road racing class. Has some tasteful bronze wheels on that 52 machine. I believe that's Aaron Holroyd behind him. Aaron joining after a brief time away from the road series, so good to see Aaron back. Looks like he's got a nice new room set up for his sim rig, so might be back with us more frequently. And he's got Troy Nissen right behind him.
Great to see Aaron back.
Yeah, we've been missing that sweet Manscaped money.
Exactly. You took the words out of my mouth. But I was also going to mention about setting up a new sim rig or moving your sim rig from one room to another.
As someone who rearranged just his small 8-foot by 10-foot room and moved where the sim rig is, once you move it, it's hard to get everything set back up and running. Oh, both of them go offline there.
That's dangerous. I've seen that happen. It usually ends up in tears in the wall. But setting up and moving your sim rig, getting all the cabling right, getting the cabling tucked away. If you're OCD as I am, the wires need to be zip tied or Velcroed together and tucked away and
Trips
tidy
to
so that you don't have any issues. And then your
the-
troubleshooting, of course.
Not to mention all the trips to Micro Center for like longer HDMI cables to DisplayPort cables to
Yep.
whatever else. USB cables that are 20 foot long. It's a whole thing, depending on how your setup is run.
So this is a good test for Aaron Holroyd's equipment. We got 2 more meatballs down there.
Yeah, we've got something of a spaghetti dinner. Cloudy with the chance of meatballs today at Road Atlanta.
100% chance. Oh, somebody's blinking. Was that Aaron? No, we're riding with Aaron.
Aaron has the wild card as well. So Aaron and Michael must have some sort of a wild card team they're running on. Let's see if it's in here. I don't see any info on it.
See the Manscaped logo on his hood, on his roof. Yeah, it looks like the same wild card logo. Maybe Aaron did some paint work for our leader.
Probably.
Michael, Aaron. I got to say, Aaron's great with Photoshop and paint.
Looks like David Stark might also have a version of that car once I can find where he's at. There he is. So it looks like he does. So, okay. This is Midwest Motorsports is very commonly has some twinning going on with these cars.
Oh, man, 4 wheels off the ground with a wild card. You can just feel the car's understeering as they come around turn 4.
Yeah, let's see if we can go on board and see if we can see Michael trying to help the car avoid those tires hopping.
Next time through the S's, we'll watch him.
Something might have happened to Michael Harris. See if we can find him. No.
There we go. Turn 6, coming into turn 7. Oh.
Okay. Right down the
Lock it up.
right down the service lane there. Down to the marshal's post.
Marshal's post is actually a memorial to a former female corner worker. No longer with us.
That is a lot of curb.
Sorry, missed it. Here's that understeer. Oh, you can see. You see him trying to do a Scandinavian flick into turn 4 even. Really flick it in there. Maybe we'll watch it. Next lap.
Let's see if we can.
It's like 2.
Really?
Watch him. Coming into turn 4. Coming into turn 3. Here we go. And it's still understeers. 2 wheels off the ground.
Yeah, when your tires are off the ground, you cannot steer.
Right.
The only way to navigate the car is with those 2 front tires down, getting traction. Oh no! It sounds like Michael Harris had some issues with his machine. His computer has crashed.
Oh, that's too bad. I hate that. Technical issues.
Jason and Francis both the only cars under a minute and 20 seconds on the last lap.
Just makes your point about tire conservation and lifting and coasting some enough to save some tire for the last 5 minutes of the race, as we're at 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Jason Wahlberg with the trophy on his name in the Discord channel now. He's a season champ.
Along those lines, there's also something to say for battling, choosing when to battle and having multiple laps going back and forth and being offline and really driving hard against another driver can be really fun, but it could also, again, be wearing your tires out at a greater clip than it would have otherwise. Using up those resources and grip and speed and fuel quicker than you would otherwise if you were trailing or leading.
He lost too much time. Scared me there for a second. Wild Card Racing, we see you out there. Faith Girl, 3 stars. Maybe it's Mrs. Odell. Back in 10th. Who was in 10th spot? As we watched Jason Wahlberg catch Michael Harris. I'm glad to see Michael Harris giving it another shot. Never giving up. Was that Ian Bacchitis? Faith Girl, maybe.
Correct, I think.
Yeah. Keep going, Michael. Maybe
TJ's
Michael Harris?
About 2 seconds up from Jason Wahlberg right now. But 2.5 seconds without CJ making a mistake is difficult to cover off with only 3 minutes left on the clock.
Well, as Michael Harris gets 3 wheels off, if not 4, gives the inside line to Jason Wahlberg. Thanks, Michael. We can mention the Oval Series one more time. Friday nights for the trucks, Sunday nights for the stock cars. I believe it's the O'Reilly Series cars and Xfinity cars. Ian's sister. All right, Faith. We see you. Thanks for joining us, and too bad about your brother having a bad run tonight, but stick with us. Give us a like on your way in or on your way out, and support our league and support your brother, because your brother really is a great racer. Ian's been fighting battles, trying to get into that pro division. And now that he's in the pro division, racing against a whole new level of drivers. So don't let the 10th place fool you. Ian Bacchitis is one heck of a driver. We're glad he's in our league.
So Michael Adele probably will cross the line with time on the clock.
For another lap.
So we might see 2 more.
We're coming to the white. Jack Lucas having a good quiet run in second.
Yeah, since he made it around Jason Wahlberg, he hasn't looked back.
Yep. Jack Lucas definitely was fighting for that P1 It was within a shot in the final race. Bonus points and everything, the way it worked out, just couldn't quite finish ahead of Jason Wahlberg. All credit to Jason Wahlberg. As the digger cam shows us turn 12 one more time. Michael Odell on his final lap. Looks like Ron Kabiltas, if he can bring it home, will bring home the final. First place. He's got a great gap, 23 seconds on Justin Shoup. Then a full lap back to Ben Wall. So Ron Kabiltas and Justin Shoup showing their class of the field. Shout out to you two. And Ben Wall in third. Oh, no, they're not a lap down. Sorry. 5 cars on the lead lap. Division. And Michael Odell working his way around the track to bring it home in first place. Through turn 10B, over the crest to turn 11 for the final time. Michael Odell wins season 12, race number 1 at Road Atlanta. Checkered flag. Here's second place coming across. Shout out to Jack Lucas. Starts off the season with a strong second place. He will put up a fight this season. We're going to 2 new tracks this season that we haven't been to before. Good job for CJ Barzak with the podium spot. The Rainbow. Be happy. Francis Faustino just behind Jason Wahlberg in 5th. And shout out to Queen. We miss you, Queen. Ron Kabiltas, your AM division winner.
Nice race for Ron.
Glad to see it. He was so close so many times last season. A lot of races ended in tears, not to all of his doing. And here's Justin Shoup, also a longtime Midwest Motorsports driver. Bring it home in second if he can not spin out and turn 10B.
Him and his Skeletor helmet will cross the line in second place.
Like it. Master of his universe today. Great race. I really enjoyed watching these guys roll around the track. See if we can get some interviews going.
We'll run down your results here. Michael Odell, with a strong win, had a 10-second gap back to Jack Lucas. Once he took the lead, he stayed there. So great run for Michael Odell. Jack Lucas, confident second place there for Jack. CJ Barzak had to battle with Jason Wahlberg and also had some battles with Francis Faustino, but he gets third back on the podium. Jason Wahlberg in 4th, last season's winner in this series and in this car combo. Christopher Rowe in 6th, Kyle Ryan making his debut in the Pro Division in 7th, Steve Hansel in 8th, Aaron Holroyd in 9th, Ian Bakaitis 10th, and David Stark 11th. That is your Pro Division. In the AM Division, Ron Kabiltas taking the win after Taylor Montague had a couple issues with pit lane and incidents with the meatballs and needing repairs for the car. Ron with a strong win, kept everything together. Justin Shoup just a little bit behind him. Switch over here so you can see this. Probably help. Ben Wall in 3rd. Nice podium finish for Ben in the 6-7 car. Aaron Mitchell 4th. Kevin Mayer 5th. Nice finish for Kevin. Michael Harris 6th. Troy Nissen 7th. Taylor Montague 8th. And Ben Matson 9th. That is your provisional results for this evening. Assuming nobody gets disqualified for their computer settings. looks like, James, we've got Ron Cabiltes with us.
Yeah, would you mind unmuting him for me?
I'm working on it here.
Thanks.
Ron, you got us?
Congratulations to your AM division winner, Ron Cabiltas. Man, you were so close last season, so many times. How does it finally feel to win a Midwest Motorsports Road Series race? Congratulations, Ron.
Thanks, James. Yeah, it's nice to be back up here talking to you guys. I didn't fumble a opening race. I feel like that has been my curse the past 3 opening races. I always end up punting it somewhere at the end of the race. So good to have a nice clean race this time.
How much prep did you do? I know we had a few off week races. Did you focus all on Road Atlanta? Are you looking forward to the rest of the season? Is there anything that sticks out on the schedule for you?
I definitely want to try out little tracks. I didn't do much prep. I know Road Atlanta is, pretty well, so I didn't do much practice, just a couple hours or so over the weekend. But definitely looking forward to Adelaide and um and yeah, trying to get the Miami circuit as well.
Yeah. Well, say hi to the Queen. We miss you guys, and congratulations, Ron, on a great race. Great start to the season.
Thanks, James. Good to hear your voice again.
You too, man. Didn't mean to leave you out there, Adam. We'll talk to Michael Odell next. If you can unmute him for me. I'm having technical glitch.
No, you're all good. I would love to unmute Michael. Michael, you got us?
Yep, I'm here. Howdy.
Go ahead, Adam.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Hey, man, great, confident race there. Good to see you. Good first time talking to you since you've rejoined us for this season, and also since you made your debut in the MX5 series. What did you see out today at Road Atlanta?
For Road Atlanta, I didn't see a whole lot of nothing so far, but aside from there was a few cars just doing donuts, especially during practice, a lot of ricocheting of curbs. So
Yep.
that was interesting, but it was a very uneventful race, and I will be more than okay with that.
Yeah, you took off and left from the pole, led every lap. Not much more you could do. I'd say that's almost a perfect weekend. But Adam and I did notice that some drivers were using more of the track than others, really pushing those track limits. How many incident points did you end up with? And is there any place specific that you were really finding time where you could use those track limits?
So the thing is with the track limits here, and a lot of it, like you saw with the testing of the lines, was this car really reacts pretty violently if you get the curbing wrong. So there's lots of trial error, and even if you hit it the same, it sometimes doesn't respond the same. Turn 3 was pretty much my nemesis the entire run, because I'd either not take enough and I wouldn't make the corner quick, or I would take too much and the car would ricochet off, and then have to try to gather it up. And at one point, I probably had 4 tires in the air because of it pogoing.
Michael, have you noticed a difference in the tire hopping as far as on, fresh tires versus tires that have had some laps put on them?
Honestly, it depends, because I would say once you get a hotter used tire, it was a little bit better, but also at the same time, even with the cold tires, what the cold tire had was the problem was it didn't have grip. So you weren't carrying as much speed in, but also if you made a mistake, it punished a bit more. With a used worn tire, you were carrying more speed in, but you did have a somewhat hotter, grippier tire at the time. So each had its own different way of communicating the same risk, pretty much.
All right.
I'm sure a lot of this experience is coming from your Spec Racer Ford Road Atlanta weekend. How much of that carries over to iRacing, and what would you say? I mean, how close is it to the real thing, Michael? Everybody wants to know. Everybody's the best Formula One. They could win Formula One World Championship if they could get a chance because they're super fast on iRacing. How close? How much do they relate?
So good news is at least with Spec Racer 4 is it don't pogo, because if so, I would need a new back every race. But the overall driving is similar. I can't say for P Cup versus SRF, there's two wildly different platforms. The engine just so happens to be in the same spot, but the lines, the general theory of everything is pretty close. I'm sure that, like I did testing with the Mazda Cup at Mid Ohio, and it was pretty close. There was a few things that were kind of accurate where it was not 100% there, so you kind of had some nuance to it, but overall not bad.
Great. Well, this is a great start to the season. Anything on the calendar that you're looking forward to? I know we have a pretty long season, season 12, but anything that sticks out?
Honestly, Watkins Glen's gonna be a stick out one because that's a track I've always liked doing, and also I have to make up for next year, or not next year, for last year. Do we even have Watkins Glen? I thought we did. We don't. Crap. Because that was the track I had the hardware issues at. I was gonna be looking for redemption there, but if anything, Mid Ohio, because Mid Ohio is a fun track. I like that one. That's a track that I know personally really well IRL as well as in sim, so probably Mid Ohio is gonna be the big one I'm looking towards.
Any weekends that conflict with travel or anything like that on Tuesday nights? You gonna make all the races this season? 2 drops.
I should make all the seasons. If I have to drop, it shouldn't be like too much of an issue. The only other race I have is I leave Friday for that one, so it's not going to be. There's no conflict there.
Right on. So this is throwing down the gauntlet to all the other drivers in the league. There's a lot of great drivers in here. Jason Wahlberg, Jack Lucas are going to put up a fight. We're looking forward to seeing how this plays out all season long, but a great start to your season, Michael. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Hello to the Odell family if they are watching or do end up watching. Well, Adam, you got any final thoughts?
James, I am out of thoughts, unfortunately.
All good. Well, we had a great race. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. Don't forget to give us a like, a thumbs up on your way in or on your way out. And for all the Midwest Motorsports admins that make this league great, I'm James J. for Adam Sondag, Josh Watt, signing out, reminding you, stay in your lane.
And I approve of this message.
Me too.
The following is a presentation of the Midwest Motorsports broadcast team, consisting of Midwest Motorsports Mr. Everything, Josh Watt, broadcast producer and race control. On the comms and cams for the oval side, it's the man with the golden microphone, Michael Harris Jr.
We're here. We're all here ready to go. Pace car is in. Green flag waves from the stand.
And for the road side, it's me and Adam.
I am Adam Sondag. You're stuck with me.
And I'm James J., the voice of Midwest Motorsports, where signups are always open and always free. Friday nights are for the Truck Series, Sunday nights for the Stock Car Series, and Tuesday nights, the Road Series takes the track. Don't forget to like the video on the way in. Go to midwest-motorsports.com today. Okay, DW, take it away.
Let's go racing, boys!
And I approve of this message.